And Barbara Ann has several things she wants to talk to us about, including the
Medicare
Medicare
Patrol.
Patrol, yes, and a couple of other things. So why don't you take it over, Barbara Ann?
Sure. We have a couple of seminars coming up that I wanted to make sure people know about. You should have already received your newsletter by now. If you haven't, it should be in the next day or two. Whenever we have a holiday in the beginning of the month, it always kind of messes things up. So we apologize for that, but I can't control the mail or the printer, but they did have it in time. So if you don't have it, you certainly can give us a call if you have any questions at the Council on Aging. So the couple of seminars, September 8th, we have two pretty exciting things coming up. One of them is a world-renowned cellist, and she is going to be coming for Supper Club. Her first name is Thurza, and her last name is Bendokas, and she was seen somewhere else that someone told me about. I went to go see her, met her, and she is probably 10 times more money than we could ever afford. But she was very taken with our building and our program and agreed to do the program for what we can afford. So we're very excited. If you are a cello fan, I would urge you to call the Council on Aging for this coming Monday night, September 8th, to hear Thurza. She, if you Google her, you'll see all kinds of little snippets of music that is just breathtaking. The same day, that night at 6:30, so after supper is over, 6 o'clock registration, at 6:30 is a free seminar given by Dr. Geraniotis, who is a urologist, and he is going to be doing, a program on Are You Up All Night? How to Seek a Solution for Enlarged Prostate Today. For years and years, they've had the wonderful PSA testing, and when they tell gentlemen that they have a enlarged prostate, it's usually something like a diuretic that they give them or a water pill. Years ago, they used to call it. And there are some other treatments and ideas that Dr. Geraniotis is going to be bringing. So if you fit into this category, or there's anyone you know in your life that does, I would urge you to come. It's a free seminar, and it's a great update on prostate enlargement. And we have two other important seminars. One is on September 19th. And if you are one of the first 15 to sign up for the September 19th, you will get a free DVD, I feel like Vanna White, that I've had some seniors from 60 to late 80s view. And the DVD is called Tricks of the Trade, Outsmarting Investment Fraud. And it actually not only has real live cases on it, but it also has people who are doctors and lawyers and people you would never think would have been scammed and were. So I would urge you to be one of the first 15 to sign up for this seminar. The seminar is going to be done with the Barnstable Sheriff's Department, our Harwich Triad, Harwich Police Department, and it's actually called, Detecting Fraud Before It Happens. It's your money, don't lose it. So they will be here on September 19th. Again, it's another free seminar from 9 to 10:30 here in the community center. And again, the first 15 will be receiving the DVD. And lastly, certainly not least, we have the Senior Medicare Patrol. It sounds sort of ominous, but that program serves all of the councils on the Cape. And basically, they will be coming not to us here, but to Orleans Council on Aging. And that will be on September 29th from 9:30 to 11:15. And there is a lunch afterwards. So if you are interested in going, the lunch is free. They will take donations, of course, but they do need to know right away because it will fill up fast and their space is not quite as large as ours. So they are 508-255-6333, or you can call us. It is in the newsletter. But we did want to make sure they do different locations every year, and this year it happens to be in Orleans. So again, it's a Mass Senior Medicare Patrol program, and the Councils on Aging are going to be having a panel discussion about the importance of being engaged in your own health care as a consumer. And again, that's on September 29th, 9:30 to 11:15 with lunch at 11:30. So the only other thing I wanted just to tell you is to urge you to look at the front page. I know that some people are news junkies and they'll open a newspaper, and I've seen people do this both in coffee shops and other places, and they don't even look at the front page. They just kind of like get right to the heart of things and go to the middle of the newspaper, or at least second or third page. The front page of this newsletter that we have that's coming out to you, if you haven't already received it, has a reminder that Fire Prevention Week is coming up the first week of October, when you change back clocks and you test your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. But it also has the entertainment for Supper Club. Supper Club is for anyone over the age of 60. It's a $5 local donation for the supper. Begins at 5 o'clock. And the entertainment, we have Elvis coming, or a mock Elvis, I should say, on the 15th by Vic Solo. A woman, two different women who are coming that are different authors with different books, really interesting books. They're not going to be selling their books. There's other places that you can find them, but they will be here. And Brian Kelly will be back on guitar. We've had him here before. You've probably heard him, and everyone enjoys his music. And lastly, a Frank Sinatra sing-alike, and his name is Frank also. Frank Noonan will be here on October 27th. So the lineup, as it were, is on the front page of the newsletter. It's also in the calendar boxes, but we want to urge people to come. I've had a couple of people say to me, I wish I knew Vic Solo was here doing, whoever it was that he did that week. And they forget to look in the calendar box. So I did put it on the front so that people will hopefully get a chance to look at it and decide to circle their ideas and things that they want to come to. We did not forget what we had on the front last month, which was a number of different items coming up in November and December. So they won't be till next newsletter, which is the planning for your future follow-up and the working with the fire department follow-up, etc. And you'll hear both on this station and our newsletter when those follow-ups are. So thank you for tuning in. Just a quick Blitz update, and you can catch all this in your newsletter, but we wanted to make sure you had it as soon as possible. Thanks again.
Thank you very much, Barbara Ann.
Thanks, Paul.
There you have